In this video, I'll discuss how to flash new firmware to the ESP-01. This will hopefully help if you're having problems connecting or communicating with one. The ESP-01 is a relatively simple device, but it can be quite complicated to get it communicating with your PC. You can do this using an Arduino, but it can be unstable and is very sensitive to its power supply. Even using a dedicated 3.3 volt supply, my ESP-01s would still crash. So I suggest you ditch this method and instead get yourself a dedicated USB programmer. The ESP connects directly into it, and that can then be connected directly to your USB port. For some reason, these devices aren't yet ready for programming straight out of the box. To do this, you must first connect two pins together. Here I'm soldering a switch so that I can switch the device into and out of programming mode. I'm illustrating the pins here for you. Turn on the PlayStation. Once this has been done, it's worth checking the connections of a multimeter, otherwise you may damage the device or the ESP. Connect the device to the USB and we should now be able to flash the firmware. Start by identifying the COM port which is used by the USB programmer. Then start the firmware update program, which I will leave a link to in the description below. Make sure that the correct COM port is selected and hit the blue button to the right, although I've got no idea what it says. The firmware should now update. This can take a couple of minutes. If you haven't already done so, make sure you close down any instances of Arduino, as these can lock the COM port. Once this is complete, return to the Arduino IDE, select the correct COM port and load the serial monitor. Ensure both NL and CR are selected and the appropriate baud rate for the ESP. This is usually 9600 or 115200. You may need to try between the two. Simple AT should return OK to confirm that the device is now working. You can use AT plus GMR to confirm the firmware version. And that's it. Hopefully this fix will help you and save some of these great devices from the bin, like it did me. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to visit kabu.com for more tutorials and projects.